Mentor, welcome back, explorer. I'm honored you've dedicated the next 25 minutes to pause at Basecamp, your safe haven to rest, reflect, and ready yourself for the next ascent. This extended dialogue will guide you through celebrating your wins, integrating hard-earned lessons, designing your next mini voyage, and committing to action. Ready to begin, seeker? I'm ready. The ascent to Basecamp was intense, and I've gathered many insights. I want to make the most of this moment of rest, mentor. Wonderful. Let's start with celebration, a crucial, often overlooked step. In mountaineering, reaching Basecamp means setting up flags, sharing stories, and acknowledging each climber's effort. But in our inner expeditions, we rarely pause to honor our micro-victories. So tell me, specifically, what achievements have you collected on this journey, seeker? Over the past few weeks, I gathered feedback from 3 different clients, completed our first working prototype, and successfully navigated to major pivots you didn't anticipate. Each felt like clearing a perilous ridge or crossing a crevasse. Mentor, those are significant accomplishments your own personal ridges and crevasses overcome. Let's call them feedback ridge, collecting diverse client insights, pivot tasks, adjusting course smoothly twice. For each, pause now and breathe deeply. Feel the pride in your chest as you recall overcoming those challenges. How does each one make you feel in your body and mind? Seeker, pauses between each feedback ridge. I feel validated and appreciative, my efforts mattered. Prototype plateau. I feel excited and energized seeing ideas tangibly brings joy. Pivot pass. I feel resilient and confident I can adapt when plans shift. Mentor, beautiful. These emotions, validation, excitement, resilience, are your motivation fuel. Write them down under micro-victories in your Basecamp log, your dedicated reflection journal. This log will become a wellspring of motivation when the air grows thin on higher slopes. Mentor. Next, step 2 is integration, synthesizing the lessons unearthed during your ascent. Every pivot and feedback cycle offered a nugget of wisdom. Imagine each lesson as a new plate welded into your armor, strengthening you for future challenges. Let's list them in columns on a fresh page. Previous plan, challenge, face, lesson, learn, and action to embed. Take feedback ridge first. What was your original plan? What challenge emerged? What lesson did you glean? And how will you embed that lesson going forward? Seeker, previous plan. Launch the prototype with a generic set of features. Challenge faced. Clients said the features didn't solve their core pain points. Lesson learned. I must involve users earlier and tailor features to specific needs. Action to embed. Schedule a 30-minute user insight check-in every week before each development sprint. Mentor, excellent. Now apply the same for column reflection to prototype plateau. Seeker, previous plan. Build a complete prototype before sharing internally. Challenge faced. Internal teams found usability issues I missed. Lesson learned. Early, small demos lead to better feedback than big reveal sessions. Action to embed. Conduct to 15-minute rapid share sessions mid-prototype. Mentor. And finally, pivot pass. Seeker, previous plan. Stick to one marketing channel until it succeeds. Challenge faced. That channel underperformed without warning. Lesson learned. Diversify outreach early and monitor KPIs weekly. Action to embed. Add a channel health check to every Friday meeting. Mentor. Perfect. You've integrated your lessons into concrete rituals, user insight check-in, rapid share sessions, channel health checks. These become part of your standard operating procedures, forging stronger armor. Mentor. Now for step 3. Designing your next mini voyage. Basecamp is for rest, but also for planning the next leg. When you depart, where will you go? For instance, you might choose new market exploration or feature enhancement sprint. What feels most strategic for you right now? Seeker. I want to launch new market research, identifying free potential customer segments and gathering deep insights from at least 50 survey responses. Mentor. A formidable yet actionable goal. Let's christen it Expedition Beta. Define your target clearly. Segments A, B, and C responses. Minimum 50 total. Roughly 15 to 20 per segment. Timeline. 3 weeks from tomorrow. Now, break Expedition Beta into 2 intermediate checkpoints, mini Basecamp, so it doesn't feel like a single long climb. What markers will you use? Seeker. Checkpoint 1, week 1. Launch surveys and secure first 20 responses. Checkpoint to week 2. Analyze initial data. Adjust survey questions if needed. Final summit week 3. Complete all 50 responses and draft insights report. Mentor. Excellent staging. Add these checkpoints to your expedition beta sheet and calendar as events. At each, you'll celebrate progress and recalibrate. Mentor. Step 4 is commitment, a powerful force that turns plans into reality. Who will you share expedition beta with to create accountability? Basecamp traditions often involve sending word to home base, Seeker. I'll share with my team lead, Ollie, and set up a quick bi-weekly check-in. Mentor. Perfect. Send Ollie a summary of your plan today, the goal, checkpoints, and desired support. Express that you appreciate his guidance and will update him regularly. Accountability amplifies momentum. Mentor. Before we close, let's do a final guided visualization. Close your eyes and transport yourself 3 weeks into the future. At the end of Expedition Beta, you've collected 50 responses, you've identified clear preferences and pain points across segments A, B, and C. You feel energized by the rich data, confident in your next feature roadmap. Picture the scene. You're back at Basecamp, poring over survey charts by lantern light, a sense of accomplishment washing over you. What sensations accompany this moment? Seeker. I feel pride, clarity, and eagerness. My shoulders are relaxed, and I'm inspired to plan Expedition Gamma. Mentor. Wonderful. Let that future memory anchor your commitment. Whenever doubts surface, revisit this visualization to reignite your enthusiasm. Mentor. To recap, our 5-stage Basecamp process. Celebrate your micro-victories. Acknowledge feedback ridge. Prototype plateau. Pivot pass. Integrate lessons. Document previous plan. Challenge. Lesson. And embedding actions. Design next mini voyage. Define expedition beta with targets and checkpoints. Anchor accountability. Share with Ollie. Schedule check-ins. Visualize success. Mentally live 3 weeks ahead. Relishing accomplishments. How do these steps feel as you prepare to depart Basecamp? Seeker. Empowering and clear. Each step builds on the previous one, creating a seamless progression. I feel ready to tackle Expedition Beta. Mentor. I'm thrilled to hear that. Take a moment now, breathe deeply, survey your mental map, and equip yourself with knowledge, tools, and supporters. When you're ready, pack your gear, journals, survey links, calendars, and set out. Seeker. Inhales deeply. I'm ready. Here I go. Mentor. Safe travels, explorer. May your Basecamp reflections guide you, and may every new expedition bring growth beyond measure. I can't wait to hear your next summit report. Seeker. Thank you, Doc. Until the next Basecamp, farewell.